My dad was an old school family doctor from back in the day, operated his practice for 42 years here in Garden Grove, and I always admired and respected his level of community service and the way he gave back. So I think I was always proud of that and always wanted to be like him when I grew up.
We're Garden Grove kids through and through. I think being born and raised here and just calling Garden Grove home all of our life, it matters to us.
Having grown up in Garden Grove and being a Gilbert Grizzly along with his sister Linda, I've known of him since he was a kid, actually. And I'm very grateful for his leadership and his dedication.
He just loves the city. He loves what he does.
He has his choice of where to plant his roots, and he chose to maintain those roots here in the city.
Steve has been a great mayor and actually council member and planning commissioner before that.
As I have known you for 20 years, and I know who you were when you were a baby planning commissioner, and to see all the things that you have done and all the things that you have accomplished.
As my mother would say, you have to break some eggs to make an omelet. And Steve's broken a lot of eggs and the omelets are being made.
I think just reimagining Garden Grove and having open streets and bringing in music and art and culture and really celebrating our diversity as a city, I think that's going to be a big legacy mark for Steve Jones.
He's always thinking big picture and what the future is going to be like and truly the best interest of the city and its residents.
This is someone who served as the former chair of OCTA and the former president of Garden Grove Community Foundation.
He was also a part of what the Harbor Corridor is today. He was a part of understanding the need for the hotels to be built. He saw the opportunity. He saw what that could bring to our city and to our general fund.
It's an amazing long career as a public servant, 20 years or more. That resulted in just tremendous gains for the community.
I think he's a big reason that we're on the map today.
Steve's superpower is his leadership. It's his ability to bring people together to make something beautiful.
Connecting the right people to the right places. If you have ideas, and you think you can run with it, he'll get you those shoes.
Steve's superpower is that not only is he brilliant as a business person, and not only was he an incredible, beloved mayor, but Steve is just a genuinely kind, good human.
He's definitely not your typical mayor.
Steve and I have a tendency to go out in the middle of the night, go do midnight Del Taco runs, and whenever everybody else was sleeping, we would go out and look at the different concerns that people would bring up.
Been all over the world, traveled, met a lot of politicians and people in power, but I've never met nobody like Steve Jones, ever.
I'd say Steve's superpower is listening.
Steve truly transcends culture, language, religion. He's never let it all get to his head. He comes with no ego, no pretense. That's a superpower.
I would say his biggest superpower, though, is his hair.
Steve has great hair.
He does have nice hair. I'll give you that.
He's adorkable.
He's quiet, he's unassuming, and he leads by example.
You just made a threatening move towards one of my colleagues up at the dais. You need to go, bro. You just made a threatening move. You need to go. You just made a threatening move, bro.
Yeah, I didn't know he was a rapper. But he didn't know it neither.
He's so game for anything.
Mr. Mayor, come on, you gotta pedal faster, faster, faster.
He was up on the ring wrestling, so it makes him very humane and just down to earth.
I mean, what other mayor is gonna go into a lucha libre, to fight off the bad guys?
I asked Steve to be in the dunk tank, and of course he shows up in a white, bejeweled head-to-toe Elvis jumpsuit. He spent the whole day walking around as Mayor Elvis.
Oh, he's a unicorn, that's for sure.
Steve's legacy is really keeping the council together, kept everything cohesive and going.
We're at 30 different cities now, and I've met a lot of mayors, and I can say that he's one of a kind.
My buddy Mayor, Steve, he's an amazing guy. He wants to do stuff to further the city, take it to that next level, to make it bigger and better for the people who live here.
He wouldn't sit on planning commission or council or perform his work as mayor if his heart wasn't in it. And you feel that when he's on the dais, when he's in the field, in events, you can feel that he's genuine.
He is a very genuine person. I think he's a very charismatic person too.
I just want to express my appreciation to Steve Jones as mayor for keeping our community feeling in our city.
I'm gonna cry. I think I would just tell him thank you. I have really appreciated getting to know him as a person. I have really enjoyed getting to know him as a colleague. I consider him a dear friend, and I'm gonna miss him a lot.
Every single time we talk, you always make me feel so happy and so confident and so honored to serve with you.
I am so proud of you. And the vision you brought to the community, the commitment, the resources that you brought in, you have just an amazing legacy.
I would like to say that I'm really proud to have him as my dad, and I'm really honored to be able to say that I am his son.
I tell him that he's done good for the community, and I tell him that we're super happy to have him back.
Dude, that was one hell of a run. Let's wait 2 years and do it all over again.
I love you and thank you.
It's been an honor and a pleasure just to be in his presence.
I just wanted to thank him for trusting in me to lead the city. Can we start over? He will always be my foodie buddy. I'm his dumpling broker for life.
History will look kindly on Steve Jones, and that legacy hasn't ended.